What's up, guys? It's Rod back here with another video, and in today's video, I'm just going to be talking about 5 people that I think would benefit from moving from the main roster to NXT. Now, this is no, saying that they're bad wrestlers or whatever, because majority of these people, I just think they were moved up too fast, and I think they need a lot more growth in kind of character-wise, and I feel like they just would fit better on NXT because I feel like they're just not kind of main roster superstars. Like, some people are on main roster and some people are just NXT. Like Adam Cole. Like, me personally, I think Adam Cole is more of a NXT person more than a main roster person. I just think he doesn't fit with the WWE main roster. So, yeah. So, first on our list, we have Dana Brooke. Now, I'm a fan of Dana Brooke, but I just feel like she was moved up to the main roster way too quickly back then, and I feel like she's just been on the main roster. She's a good wrestler. She could hang in there with some of the women on the main roster, but I just feel like she would be a better fit on NXT, and they need to bring back her kind of heel gimmick that she had with Emma on NXT, because if you really think about it, NXT Dana when that rivalry she had with Asuka, that was one of the most intriguing kind of rivalries back then, and it was the first rivalry Asuka had, and Asuka just went into straight stardom after that, and it was just kind of great for both women, and I just feel like Dana's lost her spark on the main roster, and I just feel like she needs to get that spark again and more time to kind of work on her character and possibly work on her in-ring abilities, and I think it would be great to see that on NXT. Next up, we have Cedric Alexander. Now, Cedric, I don't know why he's so underutilized. He's one of the best people that they have on the main roster, or maybe even in WWE in general. He was a star from the first time we saw him in the Cruiserweight Classic. I mean, the fans loved him. I would love to see him as going after kind of the United States title. I don't think he would go in the main title picture, but he could be putting on great matches with Seth Rollins now that Seth, or maybe even Gunther. He could put on great matches with anybody, and imagine him in kind of the North American title picture against Carmelo Hayes, Cameron Grimes. I mean, there's so many great rivalries that he could have, and I just think he needs to move on to NXT and to be given more of an opportunity down there. Next up, we have Xia Li. Now, Xia, she was starting to get her groove going with this new character on NXT, and unfortunately she got injured and then was called up right to the main roster during the draft, and I just feel like she really hasn't been doing anything. She hasn't been given anything except for a couple of matches. I believe that she's probably had a handful of matches on the main roster, and she just needs to be given something more, and I just feel like she hasn't been given that, and I just think she still has so much unfinished business on NXT, and she has so much more growth to be doing, and I would love to see her go back to her character that she was before, and they're kind of bringing her back to that, but not fully like it was on NXT, because she was one of the most dominant forces on NXT for a little while. Next up, we have Madcap Moss. Madcap Moss, similar to what I say about, well, I didn't say that about anybody on this list, but I just feel like he has no character, and he did kind of have a character when he was a tag team with Tino Sabatelli, if you guys remember that. It was kind of like they were kind of like I wish they kind of done or do what they are doing with Tony Nese in AEW, and they just kind of make him like the super athlete. Like, he's just kind of like what they do with Bianca, or Charlotte. Like, he's just genetically superior to everybody else. Like, he could do anything. He has the body, he has the looks, he has I just wish they made him kind of more of a heel rather than a baby face, kind of just there to help out everybody. But then I don't know, I don't get what his character is right now. They had a good thing going with him with Corbin, and then they separated them for some reason. It was just kind of, and then he won the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal and then was given nothing. But I don't know. I just feel like NXT, he could kind of have a new beginning and kind of work on his character work and try to just give him something. And then the last one, this might be a controversial one. I think Robert Roode should move down to NXT. He's doing nothing on the main roster. He had that little stint on NXT earlier this year with Dolph Ziggler, but that was kind of Dolph Ziggler's run, and Robert Roode is kind of the sidekick. And ever since he was on the main roster, he's just been tag team or sidekick. I mean, he won the United States title, but not everybody remembers that. Then he won the tag titles with Gable. Not everybody remembers that. He won the tag titles with Dolph. I remember it because I'm a fan of Dolph, but, like, I don't know. I just feel like he needs to... I mean, he could have a great rivalry with... I was about to say Duke Hudson. Braun Breaker. He could have a great rivalry with Cameron Grimes. He could have a great rivalry with Tyler Bate. He could just... He's a phenomenal wrestler, or maybe he's the one that's wanting lesser time, but why would you want lesser time? I don't know. But I think Robert Roode moving down would be great for his career and kind of great just to see what he could do on NXT. But that was my predictions for you guys. Hopefully you guys predictions. That was my kind of opinions for you guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Leave your opinions down on the comment section below on my list, and leave your list on who you would like, or who do you think should move down back to NXT. And again, this is no disrespect to them as an in-ring performer. I just think they would do better on NXT rather than on the main roster. But yeah, like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, champs.